we have some new UFO footage that has been leaked very recently, around few hours at the time when I am recording this video. So guys, we are going to discover all this new footage in this video. Hi everyone, welcome on UFO Section 51. I am DoseGeek and you are watching UFO Section 51 on YouTube, this channel dedicated to the subject of UFOs or maybe UAPs. This is the new word for that kind of phenomenon. Thank you again for watching. Thank you for being here every time a new video is published on the channel. Thank you for your support, for your help, for your kind comments, for your likes, for your sharings. And of course, if you are new here, it's a pleasure for me to invite you to subscribe to this channel. Today we are going to watch new footage, or rather to discover new photos that have been leaked very recently on internet, and especially on a YouTube channel called Strange Mysteries. In comparison with my channel, this is a bigger channel. I didn't know until now the existence of this channel. It was a good opportunity to discover the work of this channel, Strange Mysteries, and we are going to discover all this together. Maybe you already know this channel. Here we are on the channel of Strange Mysteries. In this new video that the YouTuber has published on his channel around 2 days ago from now when I am recording this video. He titled this video, "I received a creepy email with some leaked UFO footage," I guess. That seems to be a very interesting channel with around 2 million subscribers. Apparently he is live. He is answering to questions during his live stream.
Not that one. Okay. I feel like I'm like walking on like ice here. Okay, so where are we at? Okay, what will be the purpose of this? What would the purpose of the spikes be? Okay.
So here are the pictures that he allegedly received from an anonymous contact and that he shared 2 days ago on his channel. Nearly 2 million subscribers, we seek to explore what is not yet understood, with 365 videos. Wow. So, here is the mail that he received. Confidential IR picture set of UAPs from the Legacy program. Please read carefully. The address of the guy who sent this email is hidden. I hope this message finds you well. I am reaching out with information that has been classified and intentionally withheld from the public regarding unidentified aerial phenomena, UAPs, and the ongoing covert operations surrounding them. My decision to reach out to you has not been made lightly, and I am fully aware of the risks involved. I initially considered other individuals to share this information with, including another creator who expressed interest but was unable to commit due to other obligations. However, given the sensitive nature of this material and the extreme precautions necessary to protect my identity, I believe you are the best suited to handle this information responsibly. Many traditional media outlets would require verification of my identity and credentials. This is not feasible due to the risks involved. These organizations, despite their best intentions, are not equipped to handle the level of secrecy and potential retaliation associated with this information. However, I will tell you that I was part of one of the Legacy program overseen by a parent program. I know that's vague, but unfortunately, that's all I can offer at this point. You know I can't say what program or what was the name of this program, right? Well, it was called the Immaculate Constellation program that you are familiar with now. The images I'm providing have been carefully anonymized. I have ensured that they have been made accessible to hundreds of people within the system. This way, my identity is shielded, making it far less likely that I can be traced as the source of this leak. These images captured through various ISR intelligence surveillance techniques and reconnaissance collection methods show clear evidence of what has been termed orbs and motherships, different shapes operating at various sites of extreme sensitivity. Among the locations featured are our nuclear deterrent bases, and these objects are clearly surveilling these sites, sometimes with close proximity. While I'm not prepared to discuss the incidents associated with these images further, it's important for you to understand that these files are not available online. I urge you to use any method at your disposal, reverse image searches, analysis by our community, or whatever you need to do to validate these materials and convey their authenticity to your audience. My responsibility here is to ensure the truth is brought to light. How you choose to proceed is up to you, but I hope the evidence I've provided will speak for itself. Sincerely, PS. Kindly keep my email confidential when sharing this with your audience. I may have more to share with you in the future. Here are the pictures that you can find on the social network Reddit, where they were shared a few hours later after the video on YouTube. Interesting pics from the supposed leak. What do you guys think? The first picture, we have a target in the center of the picture. The object seems to have 2 wings, maybe, and the center of the object is rounded. There is some kind of light reflection or bright light on one side, which could make us suppose that this is a metallic object. Here is another picture of another object, very strange, some kind of flat object, like a table without feet. Another object in a shape of a star. Some of you will call it a Seraphim object, and some other people will call it a Chandelier Uap because of its shape. Another very strange shaped object captured in the sky. Seems to be moving because the edges are a little blurry. Another UAP, this time that seems to be a V-shaped object. This time a cube-shaped UAP in the middle of the target of the plane or the military vehicle. All the pictures are in black and white. Another one, a very clear V-shaped UAP. Another kind of V-shaped UAP. Very strange and very interesting. Another one with 4 wings. You can see on each picture that the so-called whistleblower made an effort to hide any kind of information or any details, coordinates, data that generally appear on the sides of the screen. This time we have 2 objects. It seems to look like some kind of drone. Because of the blurry edges, it reminds me some kind of drone, but maybe they are not drones. And the one on the right looks like a cross. Wow, this one is clearly a disc-shaped object. And what we are seeing now is certainly the thermal spectrum. Another one, disc-shaped UAP, moving in the sky. Somewhere, certainly during military operations. Wow, this one. Incredible. It's like a star. The leaks came out of this video where they supposedly got leaked by someone with some sort clearance on something called Legacy Program. I'm skeptical too, but let's remind ourselves the Go Fast and Tic Tac vids were debunked before some important people confirmed the veracity of them. I'm not saying they are real, but and only if these pics turn out real in 5 years, holy shit, imagine that. That spiky ball thing gives me really bad vibes. Reminds me of Evangelion. Dude, this is the first thing that occurred to me. Same, and calling it an angel makes it that much more creepy when you see those what biblical angels actually looked like videos on YouTube. Fun fact, the beings that the Bible actually calls angels look like humans. The other so-called biblically accurate angels are mostly seraphim, cherubim, and thrones, which are generally considered angels but aren't called as such in the actual Bible and weren't God's messengers. What people think angels looked like, what they actually looked like. Okay. Seraphim are the creepiest by far for me, and apparently I'm not religious, but the concept and descriptions of these angels still fascinated me. The Seraphim are the closest to God, and they are eternally dancing around his throne, praising and worshipping him every second, every hour. They have never stopped and never will. Once you see them as they are described, the constant repetition of the phrase "do not be afraid" every time they show themselves makes a lot more sense. I become afraid just by looking at them in Google Images. Imagine actually encountering one. And yes, a lot of these UFO images give me very bad vibes as well, mainly the spiky ball. The Evangelion was a documentary after all. Who could have imagined? Meanwhile, some aliens, we made the ship look like a shining star in message of universal peace. There is a lot of comments. It's impossible to read all the comments. Of course, I will put the links in the description of the video. For the moment, I just read all the comments that I find interesting or important. They looked so good, really convincing, but the second set looks AI-generated, man. Even the way the leaker is going about it, sending all this to a YouTuber who is struggling for relevance with 2 million subs, telling him to blur out certain pictures. Hope I'm wrong and this comment is constantly referenced for years to come, but right now it just screams of a guy trying to recapture his relevancy. Sincerely, I don't know this channel. However, he seems to have 2 million subscribers. I don't have the feeling that he is losing some views, but at a certain point all the YouTubers are the same. We are all looking for views in order to fund our channel in a better way. I can't help but notice in the last week he has uploaded 12 videos on UFOs and UAPs, and he has uploaded more than he ever has. Just seems all too coincidental. Maybe. This is the question of the context, and I understand this point of view. I was 100% on board until I'm not convinced you are ready because of how quickly the community dismissed valid data. Like my brother, are you in this for disclosure or for validation? All that matters is that it's out there. Now I'm doubting the images themselves. If you were someone who is risking their neck for putting this info out, I don't think you'd act like a child over this, seeing how serious the matter is if the information as presented is valid. In the first email, the leaker said the first YouTuber couldn't commit to showing the pics, so then he just dropped it on this other YouTuber without even asking if he could commit. That doesn't make sense to me. And what YouTuber is too busy to upload potentially genuine UFO pics? We are never going to get disclosure if we fall for garbage like this. I'm not sure this is garbage, but yes, indeed, we have to be careful with all the content that is shared and that is called leaked footage. Pic 3 looks fake. The rest have my interest at least. If it is a legit leak, it's possible a few fakes are mixed in to discredit any real images here, so I'll treat each one as its own thing. To be honest, pictures that look completely unlike anything we might expect. Weird geometric forms like these are more like what I expect than flying saucers with little green men. Considering our way of flying, wings, engines that push forward or up, and the wind creating lift, we might expect all things to fly to have wings and big loud engines. But maybe they live in a weak atmosphere where wings don't matter and only anti-gravity tech serves a purpose. Just food for thought. So, Pic 1 looks like a TIE fighter, Pic 2 an Imperial starship, Pic 4 an X-wing. I don't want to just cheat on these sorts of things, but if an AI was data mining images prevalent on the internet, Star Wars craft would be it. And the chance of 3 on 14 is a little more than coincidence. Edit Pic 5, Kylo's shuttle doing an invert. I love how this community can see a distant orange dot and be like, this is why I love this sub, and when supposed leaks like this appear, instead of attempting any kind of forensics, it's outright dismissal. I understand all these reactions. I would say that's normal. People are getting more and more educated regarding the pictures they see on the internet, and that's normal that they try to understand what they see. That's normal that they doubt everything they see on the internet. People believe but don't really believe. This happened last year when Grush came out. Everyone was like, oh shit, is this actually real? I don't know what to say about it, that's pretty much how I feel. I think that at the end, we won't know the truth. You can put all the pictures and the videos that you want. People won't believe until the moment they have a really big mothership in the sky just over their head in broad daylight. And there was other posts on Reddit with new pictures. New Chandelier UAP was already released by Jeremy Corbell, but nobody seems to be making the connection. Is it just a coincidence that they are both called Chandelier? A while ago, Jeremy Corbell went on News Nation and spoke about a Chandelier UAP. UAP often change shape and size, but somewhat remain the same. It seems to me, at least, that this is the same kind of craft. The new leaked image that was shown on YouTube is somehow more revealing and of higher detail. What are your thoughts, guys? First, this is very beautiful. But second, I don't know what it is. I can't explain what I'm looking at. And this one, we already saw it in the previous link. That's very difficult to make some deductions or to make some conclusions from these pictures because they are in thermal spectrum in black and white, so the picture or the way that we perceive it is modified. That's a biblically accurate angel, so like, be not afraid and stuff. Be not afraid. I'm afraid of large bold capital letters when I don't ask for them. Maybe interdimensional anomaly blinking in and out of dimensions. I can imagine people seeing things like this back then and just calling them angels. But what are those? The chandelier is explained here, and we have a YouTube video.
This still image of a spiky UFO was released by Jeremy Corbell. It's called Chandelier, because apparently this is what a chandelier looks like if you lay on a table and look up at one.
This is on the channel of Mick West. Maybe he explains it a lens flare. I will let you check by yourself the video. Incoming Christian dictatorship Uap. Honestly, if it turns out that UFOs have been angels this whole time, I wouldn't know how to react. But if these UFOs had some time of spherical lights surrounding them, I can see how that be referred to as eyes. So guys, what do you think of these pictures? I let you start the discussion in the comments below this video. That's very interesting, all these leaked footage made by this channel, Strange Mysteries. Sincerely, I don't know what to think about all this, but what I'm sure is that in the future, in the next weeks and in the next months, we will have more and more leaked footage, leaked pictures and videos of UAPs coming like this way by some so-called whistleblowers, made by some very trustful whistleblowers, and also some others made by some people who just want to get more and more views. And the difficulty is to make the difference between the two kinds of these people. But I'm sure that you can make the difference. You can spot what is authentic and what is not, knowing the fact that now I'm sure that you are watching the channel UFO Section 51 for many years and you are well educated in analyzing all these pictures, all these videos. Now you are nearly a professional in the subject of UFOs or UAPs. Thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to leave me your reactions in the comments. Thank you for liking, thank you for sharing this new amazing video. Thank you for sharing the informations about UAPs and for helping to get finally to this disclosure that we are all waiting for. Thank you for subscribing to the channel, and we will see very soon on UFO Section 51. This was DozGeek. Don't forget to keep your eyes on the sky. Live long and prosper.
Bright light in the night. Some things take